I wanted to record this video 6 months ago, but fear hit me. Fear of being judged. Isn't it crazy how fear is holding us back in so many ways? I felt like I'm working as a mindset coach. I should just be able to push through this fear and tell my story. But I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready to expose my failure of losing all my money. But yesterday I received a message from a woman in my age who had been watching the video about perfection leads to procrastination, and how this video made such a difference in her life and really helped her to keep going in a difficult situation. It made me cry, and I got reminded about my purpose here. It gave me the courage to make this decision and record this video, because if this can help you, it's worth it. For you who haven't met me before, my name is Marie, Queen Marie. I'm calling myself a queen as a reminder to always value myself. And what I am about to share with you today is a time when it was very, very challenging to value myself. I felt so much guilt and shame over the situation I had put myself in. I've been an entrepreneur my whole adult life, and I've had periods where I've done well financially, but it always ended up with zero, and I didn't understand why. I honestly thought there was something wrong with me. I had no idea about my programming around money, how it has sabotaged every creative idea I had, all my hard work. It's been running there in the background and made me make the wrong choices over and over again. Because decisions made from fear is almost always the wrong decision. I grew up in a middle-class family in Sweden, where my father worked very hard and my mother was the one who took care of me and my brother. I know it was a struggle with money many times, and I heard things like people with a lot of money are not nice people. So that's the belief I inherited around money. And as a child, I often compared myself to my amazing brother. I tried hard to get attention by being that good girl and making everyone happy. But no matter how hard I tried, I never felt that I was enough. This shaped my self-worth. In 2016, I let go of the last pieces from my toy stores that I had been running since 1999. And that put me in the situation of being financially dependent on my husband. He was fine with that, and believe me, I tried my best to accept this situation, but I couldn't. So I started a new business, a choice made from fear. Fear of not having enough money. And me and my husband were not aligned with this idea and many other things, so in 2020 we divorced. And when I drove away in our motorhome, I was scared. Scared for not being able to make it on my own. But I found a mentor and I invested in myself. I trained as a coach and continued to invest in coaches. I did well for 2 years, and then boom, I had invested in crypto, which would give me a good monthly payment until my company was stable. But that crypto company disappeared when the crypto market crashed. So I lost all my money. I found myself on rock bottom. I had no savings, nothing. On my own in my van in Portugal, wondering what the heck happened. For weeks I lived on oranges only. I was too proud to reach out for help. I was reflecting upon how I had been so ignorant about my money. I had lent out money. I always paid the restaurant bills. I gave my services for free. I was just giving because I wanted everyone to be happy and like me. This was an old wound, and it was very, very painful to become aware of it. Especially when I had no resources to take care of myself any longer. With the help of my wonderful children that I finally reached out to, I was able to get back to Sweden, and slowly I was able to build up my company again. I have learned new skills and strategies, and at first I believed these were the missing pieces, but it really wasn't. Deep down, it was about something completely different. It was about value and life. And I will now share with you my learnings about life and how I learned to dance with both fear and money. Lesson number 1. The biggest fear in life is not having enough money, or the fear of losing your money. So to say money isn't important is a lot of BS. It might not be important for the ones who got it, but when you don't have any money, it's the only focus you've got. My old programming made me act as if money wasn't important. Remember, I inherited the belief that people with a lot of money aren't nice people. So unconsciously, I made choices that would make me lose money. But what I learned is that money doesn't make anyone bad. It just makes you more of who you are. So if you are an unpleasant person when you have a lot of money, you are probably unpleasant when you are broke as well. And if I had more money, I would simply give more. But when I had to worry about money every day, I had nothing to give. Lesson number 2. Self-worth unlocks your wealth. It took me 2 years to understand that this experience of rock bottom came to me as an opportunity to learn from. It didn't happen to me, it happened for me to finally start to value myself. I've always seen myself as a confident person, but I didn't value myself. I discovered that I'm confident in doing, but not in being. Because the way you treat yourself is the reflection of how you see yourself. And I've been treating myself as crap. Everything began with me starting to love and value myself unconditionally, despite all my failures. This is a process, and I need to keep working on this for the rest of my life. And there are still times when I find it hard to stand up for my rates and charge my clients. But then I remind myself, it's okay. You're worth every penny. Lesson number 3. Learn to dance with money and fear. I learned that money is energy, just like you and me. So a great way to improve your relationship to money is to imagine money was your love partner. I would never treat my partner the way I treated money. Using him as a giveaway and not caring how I exposed him and putting him in risky places. He would never stay by my side if I treated him that way, so carelessly. We want to learn to dance with money, love it, respect it. You deserve to have a good and powerful relationship with money. I learned that fear is real. But when we learn how to relate to it, so we can control fear instead of fear controlling us, you see, fear is a feeling, just like excitement and faith, and it comes from our thinking. So when I caught myself in a fearful feeling, I was like, we are not going that way. Breathe, anchor in, change your thinking, and refocus. We can treat it like a dance. Lesson number 4, money buys time. Most of us exchange our time for money, right? This is a problem because we can always make more money, but we can't make more time. I will always exchange my time for too little money. I had to work for long hours, but it was still not enough at the end of the month. If I hadn't woken up and received this learning, I would have kept giving away the most valuable thing I have, time. So I decided it was time to start value my time. I had to exchange my time for more money so that I could spend less time working and more time living. And that was a challenging decision to make for a workaholic like me, who never ever valued my time. Lesson number 5. What people say doesn't matter. When I told people that I had screwed it up, their reactions revealed more about them than about me. Their opinions, whether they were expressed directly to me or behind my back, reflect their own fear, their experiences and values. How other people treat you has nothing to do with you. It's just a reflection of who they are. What people say matters when it is you saying it. You are the one speaking to yourself the most. And what is it that you are saying? I used to tell myself daily, "You are such a failure." But after helping a client in a similar situation, I realized my failure doesn't define me. The key is, how will I choose to respond to my circumstances? It was time for me to apply to my own life what I was teaching others. I choose to be kind to myself. And a great technique that I learned from the amazing Queen Mel Robbins is, if you ever experience anxiety, press your both hands to your chest and say, "I'm okay, I'm safe, and I'm loved. I'm okay, I'm safe, and I am loved." Lesson number 6. It's simple, but not easy. You want to spend less, earn more, invest wisely, and most of all, value yourself. How many times do you find yourself running out of money before the end of the month? You are not alone. We make so many unconscious choices that takes us there. It doesn't matter how much you earn. Your expenses will always rise to match your income. This is why so many people retire poor, and why lottery winners end up in a worse situation than before they had all that money. It's our programming, how we are programmed around money. My deprogramming around money was rooted from a very, very young age. Because to be a good person, you better not have any money. That was so deeply rooted within me. And of course, this was running unconsciously, nothing that I was aware of, but it's there. And it has sure shaped my reality. I take care of that little girl today, who was programmed to be a good girl and please everyone around her. But I don't let her handle my money. Because what I have learned from this experience is that I can't afford to be poor. Lesson number 7. Being poor is a trap. Scarcity captures your mind, and the only thing that you can think about is, how do I get money for food and my bills? There are no energy left for being creative or solving your problems on a long term. You are stuck in this situation. I couldn't buy birthday presents for my grandchildren. I barely survived. But thanks to my previous studying and my toolbox, I managed to free my mind and my focus and redirect myself towards my purpose. I stopped sabotaging myself and I managed to rebuild my company. Today I am successful, not because of the money I make, but because of how persistent I've been in rising up each time after falling. Lesson number 8. Start dream again. A big secret here to not drown in your current situation is to shift your focus from where you are right now today to where you want to go. I allowed myself to dream big. I attached positive and aligned emotions with what a rich life would feel like. Was it easy? No. Because my physical reality was so challenging. But allowing myself to dream again became my lifeline. Having a vision to work towards got me inspired. It was my big why to keep going every day. I made this shift in my mind and applied this money mindset of getting into the feeling of being rich. Because if you keep staring at your negative bank account, you will feel disempowered, and your actions will be disempowered. And what really helped me was breathwork. Every morning I did my own method of breathing and gratitude. You find a link to it in the description. Breathing helps you to connect within. When everything outside of us is shaking, this became my way of anchoring within. I no longer let fear run my life. I learned to dance with fear. I lost my money, I lost my security, but what I didn't lose was me. I became stronger, and I know that this wisdom will enable me to help you who might be in the same situation or a similar situation. And that's all that matters to me. A few days ago, I uploaded a money mindset sleep meditation that will help you change your relationship to money. It will help you reprogram your mind while you sleep. And you can find it here. Thank you so much for watching. This video was very challenging to make, but I do hope it will help you in the best way, and I would love to hear in the comments what aha moments you might have had. And if you haven't yet subscribed, please do so. I appreciate you so much, and I love you.